Let's go ahead and call this meeting to order at 8:01 p.m. Members of the council, can we see the agenda, please? Just missing all of the statements that I understand I'm being live streamed. Thank you. I'm sorry, I was trying to get it up on my screen. Call this meeting to order. Members of the council, an agenda is before you. Are any changes required to this agenda? Hearing none. May I please have a motion to approve the agenda as submitted?
So moved.
I second the motion.
Motion by Councilmember Foe, seconded by Councilmember Kellon to approve the agenda as submitted. Is there any discussion of this motion? Are there any comments by members of the public? I don't see any members of the public, but you never know. Okay. I will do a roll call vote of the present council members. Councilmember Smith does not appear to be in attendance. Councilmember Foe.
Aye.
Councilmember Lingua.
Aye.
Councilmember Inyang.
Aye.
Councilmember Kellon.
Aye.
Councilmember Mejia also does not appear to be in attendance. Moving along on the agenda, are there any public comments? Don't appear to be any members of the public in attendance. I don't see any microphones or hands raised, so let's move on to the legislative action item.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Mayor. We have Numan Haider with us this evening. Numan, can you walk the council through what we've done, where we are, and what the recommendation is?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members. I'll be updating you on the DPW 2023-04 red lights, speed camera, and parking permit system proposal that the town issued. At this time, the town is requesting the mayor and council to initiate contract negotiation with Red Speed Maryland LLC for the installation and operation of a red light camera and parking permit enforcement system. The town received 3 proposals in response to the May 23rd request for proposals for automated traffic enforcement and parking permit system. The proposal review committee evaluated these proposals, seeking solutions for automated speed camera enforcement, automated red light camera enforcement, and parking permit enforcement. Upon the review, the conclusions or the findings were that the proposals for speed enforcement proposal for automated speed camera enforcement require further refinement, and a revised RFP will be issued by March 2024. This is on the speed enforcement only. On the red light enforcement, Red Speed and Maryland LLC's proposal aligns with the town's need for an automated red light camera system, offering pricing flexibility and enforcement needs based on the traffic enforcement needs. For the parking permit enforcement system, the town again evaluated all the proposals and finds that Red Speed Maryland LLC offering meets the town's objectives for a parking permit enforcement system, providing adaptable pricing models for different enforcement scenarios and budgets. At this time, we recommend or seek authorization for the town manager to negotiate a contract with Red Speed Maryland LLC for the red light camera and parking permit enforcement system.
Is a council member willing to make such a motion at this time?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to authorize the town manager to initiate contract negotiations with Red Speed Maryland LLC for red light camera and parking enforcement systems. Made by Councilmember Foe, seconded by Councilmember Lingua. Is there discussion of this motion? Are there questions about the presentation? Are there questions about what we are authorizing the town manager to do?
For me,
Councilmember Inyang, go ahead.
I guess my question, I think it's pretty straightforward from the red light and the parking permit, but the speed enforcement, will there be a lapse from the current contract, the current provider to the anticipated revised RFP going out in March of 2024? In the sense that will there be sort of removal of speed cameras, for a period of time until the next one is sort of implemented and awarded? And or will the existing contract lapse or will extend until the next one is awarded?
Mr. Mayor, if I may respond.
Please.
So we have, and I've mentioned before, I need to clarify a little bit. We're working on a 2011 agreement. It was modified in 2016. It has it continually renews, and then there's either a 60 or 90-day termination for convenience. So we don't anticipate the current vendor giving us that notice, and we would not recommend giving such notice until a new agreement is with them or another vendor would be in place. So we would avoid any lapse.
Yeah.
Any additional questions on the motion and the presentation? Okay, I'll just verify that we are giving the town manager permission to negotiate a contract, but that the adoption of that contract will come before the council. Is that correct, Mr. Town Manager?
That's correct, Mr. Mayor. And we hope to be able to hammer this out in the next 2 weeks and have this on the agenda for the first week. For the work session at the end of the month, and then for approval for first week in November.
Okay. Is there additional council discussion of the motion to authorize the town manager to initiate contract negotiations with Red Speed Maryland LLC for red light camera and parking permit enforcement systems? Any additional council discussion? Are there any public comments on this motion? Hearing none, seeing no indication, I will do a roll call vote again of the members who are present. Councilmember Foe.
Aye.
Councilmember Lingua.
Aye.
Councilmember Inyang.
Aye.
Councilmember Kellon.
aye,
And with 4 votes, I think we are safely in place, so I will abstain. And motion passes 4-0. That brings us to the next item on the agenda, which is new business. And I have an item of new business that I would like to bring up. I believe that the entire council has certainly had an opportunity to see the staff letter of concern about the events at the October 2nd meeting. Remarks were made by a council member at that meeting that the staff, lots of issues with those remarks, but at least at the very least, they may have created legal exposure for the town. And we received a letter from the town staff in response to those remarks with several other issues that were raised by the town staff. And what I would like to do based on this event is to create a subcommittee because I certainly felt during the course of that meeting that I did not have tools at hand in order to address the situation as it was unfolding. And I would like to create a subcommittee that would perform a full root cause analysis of the event, what causes may have contributed to it, what root causes may have contributed to it, and provide recommendations to the full council about possible corrective actions to prevent similar events from happening in the future. And I have crafted a draft motion, which I will read at this time. I can provide it in written form if not amended to town staff. Motion to create an ad hoc committee to perform a root cause analysis about an event at the October 2nd Town Council legislative session where remarks were made by a member of the town council that may have 1, created legal exposure for the town, and 2, violated town policy that applies to town council members. The committee shall provide an analysis of the event and recommendations to the full council about how to prevent future events of the same nature. This committee will have as members Mayor Thompson as the chair, Councilmember Foe, Councilmember Inyang, and Director Barnes. If I could please have such a motion, I would appreciate it that we can move into discussion.
So moved.
Seconded.
Motion by Councilmember Lingua, seconded by Councilmember Foe. So as I said in introductory remarks, I felt like I did not have tools at hand in the rules of order. I may have made many other mistakes. I usually in a root cause analysis such as this, you try to minimize the number of people who are involved in that analysis. But I think I may also be the only person on the council or perhaps even in town government who is experienced at performing root cause analysis. And so that's why I'm on the committee. I come from my professional experience and training from a culture that that values and promotes being able to admit that you are wrong and taking constructive criticism. And so I think I will be able to chair, but I did want to have other council members on there to hold me to task and to verify that that happens. So those are my remarks. Is there additional council discussion of this motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Foe, go ahead.
I wanted to say that I look forward to participating in this to ensure that these types of remarks never happen again without the ability to respond accordingly by council. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any additional council comments or questions? Are there any public comments or questions?
Actually, Mr. Mayor, if I may.
Councilmember Lingua, go ahead.
I just want to express an appreciation and commend you in moving forward in such a manner.
Thank you. I feel obligated to do so in circumstances such as this. Any additional council questions or comments? Mr. Town Manager, I noticed you unmuted. Did you wish to make a comment or?
I would second what Councilmember Lingua had said, and I shared with the mayor in a conversation that I sincerely appreciate on behalf of the entire staff team, the approach that the mayor is taking in this situation, and with the support of the council. That means a lot and sends a clear message to the staff team, and that's greatly appreciated.
Okay, thank you. If there are not any additional comments, I'll move to a roll call vote. Are there any additional comments? Okay, let's do a roll call vote. Councilmember Foe.
Aye.
Councilmember Smith. We have a motion on the floor.
Yes, I heard it. I've been here for a few minutes. Aye.
Okay. Very good. Councilmember Smith, would you like to vote?
Yes, aye.
Now I'm confused. Councilmember Lingua,
Aye.
Councilmember Inyang.
Aye.
Has Councilmember Mejia arrived during this time? Apparently not. Councilmember Callan.
Aye.
And I abstain. The motion passes 5-0. Members of the committee, I'll be reaching out shortly to schedule our first discussion or start the process. Are there any other items of new business? Are there any items of unfinished business? May I please have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Foe, seconded by Councilmember Callan to adjourn. This motion is neither debated nor discussed. I will do a roll call vote. Councilmember Smith,
Aye.
Councilmember Foe,
Aye.
Councilmember Lingua,
Aye.
Councilmember Inyang,
Aye.
Councilmember Callan.
Aye.
And I abstain. The motion passes 5-0. We are adjourned at 8:16 p.m. Thank you all very much. Good night.
Thank you all.